19 minutes after the noon hour, we are still battling the coronavirus pandemic, which makes getting this year's flu vaccine more critical than ever, according to doctors. We are joined right now by Dr. Kristen Bensick with Children's Wisconsin. Doctor, great to see you again. We talk about flu shots each and every year. We'll talk a little bit more about that combined with COVID in a moment, but this would normally be your advice anyway, time to get a flu shot.
Right. I mean, every time around this year, we stress the importance of flu shots. It is the one thing that you can do to really help prevent your child from getting sick. And it's such an easy thing to do. They're readily available. And especially with COVID this year, they're more important than ever.
Let's talk about a couple of the things flu shot specific. First of all, some people don't like to get the flu vaccine because of several myths that are out there. One is that the flu vaccine can cause you to get the flu.
Right. I mean, the flu vaccine, especially the shot, is a killed vaccine. So you absolutely cannot get the flu from it. The live vaccine, which is a nasal vaccine, they actually take the proteins, they break it down. So you also cannot get the flu from that. So the idea, sometimes people as a side effect might have a little bit of chills, a little bit of muscle aches, and they actually think they're getting the flu, but that is not true. You cannot get the flu from the flu vaccine.
When should you get the flu vaccine? Is it available now and coming into, the pharmacies and your hospital locations and clinics?
Yeah, we have just gotten all our flu vaccines, so now is the time to get it. We're really concerned with COVID and flu and what that's going to look like this year, because obviously this is a new beast for us. We've never seen this before. And so it's really important to call your physician's office. All the children's medical groups are offering flu vaccines, and really get your child in early and get it done. We're trying to aim to have the vaccinations done by the end of October, because we never know when flu is going to hit. And as we all know, COVID is already here.
Do you have an idea of what kind of flu season we are expecting here in the U.S. based on what's been happening in other parts of the world?
I think it's so challenging because there's so many variables to look at. What we don't know is what's the effect of the mask mandate? Is that going to really help us? Ideally, that should help us lower the flu. But then you take the flip side to that, and we know with flu, what are the symptoms? It's coughing. And when we look at what transmits COVID, it's coughing. And so really, it's kind of what are we going to do? How are we going to protect ourselves? And so wearing your mask, getting your flu vaccine can help lead to a decrease in not only flu, but also in COVID.
Dr. Kristen Bensick, Children's Wisconsin. Great to see you, Doctor. Again, I'm sure we'll have a chance to talk again about flu vaccine and other things as the season progresses. Hopefully it's all good news. You can find information on how to schedule a flu shot and clinic locations near you at the Children's Wisconsin website. We have a link up at tmj4.com/links.